basically this is the first one that we are making. So that's the first album, packet album, a card album. I don't know how we can call it. So let me show you again. So you open it up. Okay, to this one I use a Velcro, but I think for the new one that I will be making, I will be using magnets. Okay, so that's what I will do. So I will have the magnet instead of the Velcro, but you can use a Velcro if you want to use a Velcro. Now, this is what we're going to do. Basically, we're going to do a packet right here. Yes, this is the packet that we're going to do. We're going to open it up. We're going to do another packet right here. Okay, there. We open it up over here, and we're going to do a small packet right here and a small packet right here. Okay, also we're going to learn how to make this like a closing or closing your album. You can do a magnet, but this is something that I usually use in my album. So you close it. It's a close for your album over here. So that way you don't use a lot of magnets, only for the main important things. So we're going to learn how to do these ones. So when we learn how to make these, we are going to be using our I use the tin holes, or I use brads from Doodlebug, because that's what I sell too. So I might use Doodlebug brads, or I might use the tin holes, depends. Okay, and I have we might use some for the rest of them. I have some clips. If you have some clips with you, I will use the clips too, because we can close it. Okay, so anything that you have, that will be, we're gonna do that. Okay, and I'm gonna try to put everything for the kids. All right, so we don't need this at the moment. So we're gonna start now. So you're gonna need your cardstock that looks like this one. You will have it in your kit. So the first thing we're gonna do, we are gonna score first 3.5. Okay, 3.5. Then we're gonna score 8.5. Okay, then we're going to turn around and we're going to score 3 inches. 3 inches, okay? Then we're going to score 8 inches right here. So we're going to remove our scoreboard, and we're going to play with our paper. So then we're going to go to the side that is 3.5. Okay, so we're going to put it like this. This is our 3.5 over here, and here is 8.5. So we're going to mark right now. You see this part that we have over here? We're going to mark that one. Okay, so I'm going to mark it with my pen. So that part we're going to mark it. Okay, then we're going to mark this part over here. When you mark 8.5, we're going to mark here like that, and then we're going to mark it right here. Okay, Got it? You see, we mark here, we mark here. Now, in this part over here, this part here, okay, we're gonna mark an angle like this, like that. There. Then we're gonna mark here this part. Can you be able to see? Let me see if I have a white marker or white pen. I want you to be able to see. So I'm going to mark the places. That's how we're going to do our packets in here. And I haven't marked it because I think that's the only way for me to make you understand how you're going to do that. Okay, so the places that we mark it, we're going to cut it. Okay, okay, so this is going to be one packet right here. Then we're going to cut all whatever we mark over here in your right hand. So basically the square that you have in there, you're going to cut it. Okay, all right. Then you're going to cut this part over here, all the way on the bottom. This part that you mark over here, you're gonna cut it, and you're gonna make another packet right here. So we have two packets so far. Then we're gonna cut this in angle. Okay, and so you have two packets right here. Okay, so we have one packet right here. Basically, we have another packet right here. And we have another packet right here. Okay, so we have one packet right here. The second packet is this one. The third packet is this one. And this is a little bit too big, so let me find. And this is your fourth packet right here. Okay, so we have it. Now we're going to remove this one out of here. That's not it. Okay, so I'm going to remove these ones, these clips out of there. And you see we have this here. We're going to cut approximately an inch, a quarter of an inch, no, an eighth of an inch. Okay, so we're going to go to your, it's not actually a quarter of an inch, it's just a little piece that you're going to cut it. Let me cut it for you. You're going to basically cut an eighth of an inch together, like for example right here. So I mark where I start, and here is my eighth of an inch. No, here, let me just do this. Let me put this one here. So that's all that we're gonna cut from there. And that's basically, we need to cut it because when we put our paper, it's going to be chunky, and you want to be your paper to be accessible. There you go. So you cut that part. Okay, so now you bring this one down. You just need just a little bit, and you cut the other piece. It's not a measurement, it's not a number that you need to cut. You just, it's important for you to cut it just because when you fold it, because you're gonna add the nice paper, you're gonna be able to fold it like this with no issues. Okay, that's why, the reason why we cut in this. So basically that's what I cut. Here, let me show you. Okay, then we're gonna do it. So we did in this one, in the piece that we cut, and we're gonna do it in here too. So let me start with where's my pin, because I want you to be able to see. So we're gonna cut right now with this one, this one. So remember, it's not an eighth of an inch, it can be less than that. And let me show you the piece of paper that I just got. You see, it's just a little bit, just a little bit. So you do it from one side, and you do it from the other side too. Alright, so that's basically what I did. Okay, now that's all what you're gonna do. Okay, in here you can I already cut some pieces for me, and I have them over here. I'm ready to glue in. Okay, but I use, this is something that I use. You don't have to use it. It's just because I like to decorate my whatever I do. Now you cannot, if you want to decorate these pieces, I usually use these punches, and I already did to this one. It's kind of hard to do it, specific in here. In here is easy, and in here is easy too. So let me do it in the easy way right now. So what I do, you might have this or one already. So this is your guide, and what I do is basically punch, and I have one already, and I will do the same thing to this one. Okay, this is a little bit hard for me to do it, but it's possible. So let's put this one. Let me put my clip here. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do it from there, and now we have this one here. Oh no, that one has to go right here. Okay, and we are gonna try, here what I did just to make it easy for me is basically go like this. Okay, and at the end you don't see it, it looks part of that. So I will do the same thing over here. So we have already. Okay, so basically we have one packet right here. Again, I don't need this for right now. I have my other packet right here. And I have this packet right here. So that's basically your album. So now when you put the paper, the nice paper in here, everything is gonna fold nice and neat, okay? We need to cut this one. I didn't cut this one. We need to cut this one because that's gonna give you a headache, okay? So, all right. So we have it here. You fold it, and it's fold nice here. Okay. So that's basically already you have an album or your card or your packet. Then we're gonna work on the inside part. Okay. So the first thing that we're gonna do. We're going to have a piece of paper. This is going to be basically our belt that we're going to put it right here. So we're going to need a piece of paper that is, basically this is your choice. I wanted to do it thicker. And this one I did it like 1 inch. And if I'm not mistaken, this one is basically 1.5. Okay. So this is basically 1.5. By 1.5 by 4 inches. Okay, so this part is your choice if you want to do it thinner or thicker, and I will do it thicker this time. So and then you're going to cut another piece, and this is basically your choice. The part is going to be in top of here. Okay, so usually I leave like an 1/8 of an inch in each side. All right, so we're gonna glue this one. So we're gonna measure where we want this. Remember, we need to put it like we are having all the paper in here already. So that's how we want to. So I want this part to be right there. So I'm going to turn around and I'm going to basically fold like a 1 inch up there. So I'm going to get my scoreboard, my bond folder, and fold it like this. Okay, like that. So then we're gonna, because it's already full, we know where we want these. So we're gonna open this part, and this is where we want to. That's basically there. That's where we want it. So we're gonna turn this around. Okay, we're gonna mark it right here, right there. There, okay, and we're going to mark it now right here, like on the middle of that. Okay, so now we're going to get one of this one. Let me see how I did this. Yes, I'm going to make this little tiny circle, and I'm going to use one of my scraps, and I'm going to cut many of them because I'm going to be using all along with my project. All right, so I have my circles in here, and I'm going to try to connect 2 of them. Now you see I have one, and I'm going to gonna put this one to here like that. There you go. We're gonna let it dry. We're gonna move this one right here. So basically this is what we're doing right now. So we have it right here. We know where we want that part. Okay, we need to have this one, and I'm gonna use this one over here. But before we do that, we're gonna put the paper that it goes in the back here. Okay, so I have that, and I have this one, the ones that has the deer. Okay, you can basically glue this one to here. Now, before you glue it, let me tell you the measurement that I cut for this one. Okay, so this square, it will be exactly 5 inches by probably 5 inches. Okay, so what I did is basically cut 4 7/8. Okay, means a square. 4 7/8 by 4 7/8. So that's what I have. 4 7/8 by 4 7/8. So in this one we're gonna glue it right here. Okay, we're gonna mark right here, right there. Okay, and I'm gonna use my liquid glue. I'm gonna use this one, and I'm gonna put it on there. You may have something, a cushion or something, use it. And then I'm gonna make a hole over here. All right, make a hole there. And I have this piece over here, and this is going to be right here. So basically, if we fold this one right here, there you go. So it's almost on the middle of it. Okay, so we're going to open it up. And then we're going to make the hole right here. Okay. Then you have to remember, you glue the 2 pieces. You're going to put it right there too. But before I do that, I'm going to make my hole here first. And then I'm gonna try to put it inside here. So even if it's a small project, it's a big project too. I'm really bad doing big projects. They look small. Okay, so I'm gonna bring my grass, and this time I think I want to use the tins. For some reason I want to use those. Okay, so I'm going to put this one. I got it, and since I got it, I want to use them. Alright, so I put them over here. Okay, so I'm going to grab one brad, put it inside there. Then I'm going to glue this one, or I'm going to put this one inside there. There you go. I'm just going to add just a little bit of glue, just a little bit. There you go. Okay. There you go. Okay. I'm gonna turn around. And use this one. All right. So now, so we have it there now. I think I went a little bit to the right, but it's okay. It's no problem. So I'm gonna use 2 of my magnets. And I'm gonna put it 2 in here. I'm gonna use a double adhesive tape. I think I put it too much to the right, to the left, to the right. Here, it's bothering me now. Okay, it's gonna go right here. Right there. It's not much. All right. I feel happy now. Okay. It looks more on the middle over there. So I'm gonna do this again. All right. So then we're gonna put this one, and we're gonna add the magnet right here. So I have right here. So I have one set of 2. Then I add an extra piece. Okay, this small project will look nice on your albums, but you can use it as a card too. So whatever you do, either a card or a mini album, you can add it in there, like big part of that. Okay. So then we're gonna glue this one in here, like that. There you go. So that when we close it, we're gonna add a little bit space in here. Let me go with this one, like that. So we're gonna score like probably an inch of eighth of an inch, and the reason why is because you want to have enough space. So that's what I'm trying to figure it out. So you just have to score a little bit, an eighth of an inch, just to give it space in this part. And then because I'm making you exactly. Okay, there you go. Okay, what I did is basically do score a little bit in here just to have a little bit of space. So when your book becomes fat, this is going to be like this. And when the paper and the tags that you add, it's going to become fat. So you want to have enough space in here. And don't pull in it, okay? Because it's a magnet, all right? Otherwise, it's not going to close. All right, so we have it there. We can add a piece of paper over here. Let me see. I have this one here that I will add. And I'm basically just eyeball, and usually I leave a little space, and that's why I don't want to give you measurements, because there's people they want to do exact their own thing, and the measurements that you're going to have is basically for this one, but not for the top of it. Okay, that way you can, you know what to do about when you do the scrapbooking. So we have that, and I'm bolding this one. I bold. All right. So this is gonna go right here. Okay. So I'm gonna glue this one. Now we're gonna go to the inside part. Okay, we're gonna glue the one that goes in here. That's what we need to do first. This one, that's what we're gonna glue. Okay, this part. And I have this one that I cut. Remember, if we have 5 inches, the square, you can cut it smaller, okay? And it will be probably, if you want to cut it, it will be like 4.78 by 4.78, okay? Okay, so that's what we have here, okay? So basically we have the two, the front of the back, okay? Now we're gonna go to the right part, okay? So the right part, I already have my piece of paper that I'm gonna put in there. Also, I have my left too. This is gonna go right here, okay? So this is we are gonna be doing this part, but we need to be able to create this part, okay? So we have, before we do anything, we're gonna glue this one, okay? And the measurement of this one, this part, your measurement is, this is 5 and this is 4. Okay, so because you have 4 in here and you have 5, you can do 3.78 here and 4.78 here. Okay, then this one, this part, remember that I use this one in here, okay? Remember? So that's what we're going to use right now. Let me see which one it goes for that one. I think it's this one. Yes, because this goes in the back. Okay, so for this one, we're going to do the same thing here. All right. So I'm gonna do the same thing here. There you go. And this is going to be glued right here, okay? You can distress this one. I didn't want to do it because it takes a little bit of time. But you can distress it, and especially if you do it white, that will look nice. We're going to glue this one to here. There. So this part I cut it smaller, okay? This part I cut it smaller. Okay, now we're gonna close our packet. And we are just gonna add a little bit of glue here and a little bit of glue here. And I'm just, for right now, I'm just gonna put a clip here, and we can glue this part right here. So remember, if this one is 4 and this one is 5, we're gonna cut 3/7 by 4/7. So I have already cut it here, and I'm just gonna glue it right here. I thought I forgot something. I was forgetting, but it's gonna be in this side. So okay, so we did this part now. So now we're gonna do this part. So this one is gonna go right here, and this one is gonna go right here. I'm gonna make this one, okay? This is the close-up for this part. That's what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do it with the tab. So I cut some pieces. You can do this, okay? And I cut one piece of 2.5 by 1 inch. So now what I will do is basically punch here. There you go. And I'm gonna use 2 of them. There you go. Okay, so I cut 2 of them. So, and basically they go, how did they go? I forgot, right there. So they're gonna go like this. All right, so we're gonna glue this matching this part. Okay, I got it now. There you go. You're going to match those 2. We're going to cut this part here. And we're going to fold it this way. You see what I did? There you go. So we're going to make it like this, okay? And it's very thick and it's very nice. So then we're going to make a rounded. You're going to like the idea. I hope so. Okay. All right. So, and then remember we have these 2, and we're going to glue it together, okay? All right, so we are going to be gluing this one. Okay, this is gonna go right here. So that one is gonna go basically like this. Okay. So we are gonna put this one right here. that's here. Okay, so we're gonna do it that way. We can do it like this. Okay, so we are gonna put this one here. That way we can open it up. We're gonna turn it around like this. Okay, so this is gonna be right here on the middle. So we're gonna make a hole right here, right there. On the middle, right there. Okay, right there. Then you're gonna make a hole to the little ones right here. All right. Then you're gonna glue this one to this one here. No, not yet for now. Okay, so now we make the hole here. We're gonna glue this one that goes in here. So this is gonna go right here. So we're gonna glue the one that goes to the left. It's gonna close right here. Okay, so remember we mark it here. So we're gonna now mark it outside because we want to be able to see it. So we're gonna glue right here. Now you don't have to do this part. The best for you is basically to add some magnets or just leave it the way it is. Okay, but in my opinion, when you add these little things of details, they will look nice. Okay, so now we are going to glue this one that we say that it's going to go right here. Okay, that is going to go right there. All right, we're going to try to do our hole again. There you go. And we're going to add this part. Remember we did this one with our punch, tie punch. So that is going to be right here. Okay, so we need now a brad. Okay, so we're going to add a brad right here, but on top of that one we're going to add those two we have it. Remember we cut a lot, well not a lot, like 8 or 10, so we're going to need it. So basically that one is going to go on top of this one. So then now we are going to glue this one to here. We're going to add our brad right here. Okay, then we're going to put this one here, right there. We're going to turn it around, and if you want to, we can use double adhesive tape. There you go. All right, so we're going to use this part. Like I say, this is optional, okay, but I do it because I think it looks nice to me. All right, so let's say it that we already have it, so we put this one right here and we close this one. So you see how neat it looks. Okay, so now we need to glue this one here. So remember, the size of this one is 3 inches by 5, 2 7/8 by 4 7/8. Okay, let's make sure. Yes, okay. So we're gonna glue this one here. All right, I'm trying to make it as easy as possible, even if it's hard. It's still hard, but it's easy. So it looks nice, but it requires, for me, making a little albums, it requires more labor than the big ones, because of the big ones, it's a big album, so you know you're doing a big project. But for the little ones, to make it more nicely, it will require more. So it's a small project with big work or big labor. Okay, so now we can basically glue this part, and this is going to be one of our packets. Okay, there you go. We have that in there. Okay, so we have this one that goes like this. Okay, but we still have to close this one. Okay, so for this part, I think I already have it cut for me, and I think I have this one here. Yes, that's what I have. So we're going to glue this part, then we're going to glue this part. Okay, so we're going to do I wanted to be able to finish these two parts, and I thought I already have cut it for me. Maybe I did, but I use it for the other ones. Usually that's what I tended to do. Okay, so I'm gonna cut a little piece in here. I'm gonna use this one, and let me cut it, that way I know the measurement for that one. Okay, so I cut a piece, the measure 218, 218. Let me write it down. 218 by 2 3/4. Okay, so what I will do is basically put it like this, and I will eyeball this part, and I'm gonna basically mark it right here and mark it right here. So I'm gonna be cutting this at an angle. Let me bring my scoreboard or my trimmer. So that's gonna go right there and in here. Okay. Now, remember, I use this one. I think I will do it. I keep it like the way it is because it looks nice. So that will look like this, and the rest you can put it right here. They go like that. So you have it. You see how nice it is? All right. So then this one, I don't know if I should keep it. Well, first thing we need to glue the one inside. This part here. Now we're going to glue this pocket right here. Right there. Okay. And this one is gonna go right here. but this one I'm not sure if I want. Yes, I'm gonna keep it the way it is. I want it to be the same as this one. Okay, so what you're gonna do is the same thing. You're gonna cut it smaller, like probably 2.5 by 3 1/8, 3 1/4. I'm sorry, 3 1/4 by 2.5. Okay, but that's basically your choice. Okay, 2.5 by 3 1/4. So you're making your own project, your own measurements. I'm giving you my measurements, that way you have an idea. Okay, all right. Okay, so you see we have this one is gonna go right here, this goes right here, and this one it's gonna go, this one goes first. Hold on. Yes, okay. So now we have it like this, so we're gonna close this part here for right now, and this one goes right here. So we're gonna turn this one, and we are gonna glue this one to here. And again, the measurements for this one is basically 5 inches by 3.5. Okay, so you're gonna cut these pieces smaller, and your piece is gonna be 4/7/8 4/7/8 by 3/3/8. Then you glue this one right here. Then we're gonna go this part here, and we are gonna glue this one, and I'm using the same one. Okay, so it is 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. Okay, so now we can close it. Goes like this. This goes like this. And this goes like this. Okay, something that I just remember why I didn't use magnet in this part, and I completely forgot because I made this one like 2 or 3 years ago, and I haven't just remake it yet. So now I'm having a little bit of issue, and I'm checking all my samples, and I find out why. So we already did the magnet over here. You don't need to do the magnet. Alright, so we're, like I say, we're gonna exchange, and I will be trying to make a note on the beginning that do not put the magnets, because it stayed there, but because we're gonna put something inside like the tags or pictures, so it will be chunky and it will be kind of impossible to close. So we are gonna use, like this one is, you see it closed but doesn't close very well. So we're gonna use instead Velcro, and I'm just gonna put it over here. I'm gonna put them two together, the matching, and then we're gonna put it right here. Okay, so that way we don't have any problem. And if we are actually not going to be using the magnets anymore, just to avoid some issues. Okay, so basically we are done. So we have done our mini album, your pocket album, or your card. Okay, so remember we did this, we closed it up, and that's what we're going to be working on it. So we're going to move this one right there. We're going to open it up. We have a pocket right here, and in here. All right. So now we need to basically decorate this nice pocket album. Okay, so basically this goes like this. And we close this one like that. So we make the number 1. Okay. So now we are going to be decorating. But before that, I'm going to make the tags. And I'm going to just make these tags in here. We need to make 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and then after that, I'm going to decorate this. Okay. Okay, so this is the way that I will have it. This is the way. Okay. And I'm just going to show you, this is what I do. Sometimes I don't like to use the dimensional foam. I have plenty of them in here, but sometimes I don't like to use it. So what I use is basically chipboard, because I always have chipboard in here with me, and I just cut it in little pieces, and I use that as a dimensional, and you get to use it. You don't get to throw it away. Okay, and because I use the liquid glue, and most of the stuff stay longer. It's the adhesive is stronger. So basically what I do is basically add a little bit. Now if I want it more dimensional, I just add a little bit of piece extra, and that's it. So that's what I do. Okay, and that's what I will do with this one too. Just that way you can use your chipboard if you use a lot of chipboard. I do. And in a video I will show you later on what I do with my left scraps from this. I create a new chipboards too, and I create it in the size that I want to do. Okay. So basically we are done with our book or card, and we are going to be adding some Nuvo Drops. And so now we're going to do some drops for these. Alright, so I add some drops. I didn't add too much because I have the stars in there. Okay, so that's basically the first album or card that we have. Alright, I think I should add a little bit over here. Okay, you can see it there. I don't know if you can see it. I can see it. And I decide to add blue because the paper is It's a lot blue, pink, green. Okay, so that's what we ended up having. Alright, so thank you for being here, and so we're gonna go to the next tutorial. It's gonna be the second album. Okay, thank you.